What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It's your boy Commander Rio Robinson, checking in with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about the Washington Commanders. Day 2 is in the books for the guys, the good guys. Started off with some bad news. I checked in with y'all earlier about Armani Rogers, second-year undrafted tight end. Definitely throws a wrinkle into the offensive mix down a tight end before actual football things got kicked off. But next man up, and they kept Logan Thomas here for a reason. So now I'm glad that they kept the old KG veteran around. And speaking of Logan Thomas, EB had to get on him a couple times today, but he's looking sharp so far. I seen an interview he had after practice today. He said he's getting his explosiveness back. He feels good. He's looking limber again, despite wearing that crazy knee brace sleeve concoction that he wears. But he's the guy. He's going to be the starting tight end. And they're saying Cole Turner looks good again. Summertime Cole is back. That summertime Cole feeling. I remember last summer, me and my boy Jalen, we saw it in 4K. Cole Turner was he was the star of training camp last year for the first 2 weeks. He was our number one guy because Logan was rehabbing his ACL injury. And he flashed and flashed and flashed again. He constantly popped open, caught a lot of jump balls. His route running looked crisp, and he just looked the part of a starting tight end. I hope that we see more of that because he has to be the dynamic tight end in that room now, especially considering Armani Rogers went down. He was the dynamic guy. He was the chess piece. We can give you an end around. We can give you a screen. We could send you vertical, do a lot of different things with Cole Turner. You're now up. Next man up, Logan Cole, John Bates season. But speaking of the quarterback Sam Howell, he looked sharp but had his ups and downs today. EB had to dig his ass out because he threw a pick to Percy Butler in red zone 7-on-7 drills. And when Percy Butler was returning the interception, Howell kind of let him go, which is typical and normal for quarterbacks in practice. They don't really want you running down guys for interceptions. But EB don't play that shit. EB is staking his claim as the hard ass with a reason coach, because some guys yell just to yell. Some guys curse just to curse. And some guys, they're just extra rah-rah just for presentation purposes, but there's no substance behind it. Eric Bieniemy is more of a tactician, a perfectionist, very detail-oriented. So everything matters, and he wants guys finishing. It's the new mantra and moniker of this team under Eric Bieniemy, or at least on the offensive side. Finish. He got on Logan for not jogging back to the huddle, got on Sam's ass, told him, you threw the pick, now go get his ass. I love it, man. This gets me going. This makes me want to suit up and play for Eric Bieniemy. I don't even think I have any offensive ability left in my body. When I did play, I was more of a defensive guy. But, I was a quarterback back in my 7- and 8-year-old heyday. But hearing EB talk this shit makes me want to suit up and run through a wall for this guy. See, because those type of coaches, they piss you off in the moment. They are a thorn in your side. They are a pain in your ass and a bane of your existence. But you appreciate that shit in the long run because you get out there during the game and that little thing that he told you to correct in practice, you see it in high definition right in front of your eyes. And then boom, you act accordingly and you're like, damn, there's a method to his madness. There's a reason why he's hard on us. And I love that he's getting on everybody. Eric Bieniemy is an equal opportunity offender. He is yelling at everybody. Everybody can get this work. He's yelling at the quarterback. He's yelling at the defense. He's yelling at the wide receivers. Everybody can get this smoke because like he told the media today, we only have a certain and ample amount of time to get this shit right here. We don't have time to bullshit. We don't have time to make mistakes. All of this just sounds like night and day, a 180 difference from a Scott Turner-led offense where he was just this calm, never adjusting, steady Eddie, same low monotone guy all the time. Nothing changed. He's just like, everything is scheme and we just got to keep going. We don't have to make adjustments. We're not doing that shit here anymore. But I love to hear that Sam's having his ups and downs, but the arm talent, the accuracy is still pretty consistent. Percy Butler, glad to hear his name making plays early in camp going into year 2. Can he make a year 2 leap? similar to what Derek Forrest Defoe did last year, solidifying that free safety spot opposite Cam Curl. Cam Curl, a guy who spoke to the media today, touched base about his contract. You know, they tried to get him to take the bait a few times and talk about his, Montez's, and Chase's contract situation. He said, look, man, I just like to be around the guys. I'm a locker room guy. I like to be around my teammates. I love it here, man. So that's why I'm here at work, because Cam was there, didn't participate in team, but he did all the individual drills, meetings, etc. All of that. He's there for all of it. And Ron talked about the guys, how he's touched base with Chase and everybody. But let's talk about the guys that were there. Like, you know what? We'll see Chase and Montez when it's time to see Chase and Montez. That boy Emmanuel Forbes is still catching picks. That guy just has a knack for the football. He's a thief. I'm gonna call this kid Ocean's 13, because the guy, he just pulls heists. He steals things. He likes to steal things. He's a kleptomaniac. Every time you hear him, he's near the football. Rookie minicamp, now on to OTAs, he's catching interceptions. Sure, the throw came from Jake Fromm, and it was on Marcus Kemp, but as you can see in this picture here, he has it wrapped up, he has it corralled, and the technique is flawless. He's always around the football. Second-round pick Jartavius Quan Martin, for the second day in a row, has worked exclusively as the nickel, the starting nickel in our defensive rotations, with Kendall Fuller and St. Juice on the outside rotating in Forbes. Quan Martin seems to be that guy. He seems to be exactly as advertised. Most national pundits and draft guys, they love the Quan Martin pick as much as any pick we made in the entire draft, and he sticks out. He looks like a guy. He's coming in. He's rocking Bobby McCain's number 20. Already looks like a souped-up version of him. He plays with high intelligence, and also 7 interceptions in college, a bunch of forced fumbles. So we made a very clear decision that turnovers matter. And Jack Del Rio made it clear when he spoke to Julie in his one-on-one interview yesterday. They want to turn the ball over. They want to take that last step for the defense. And that last step is not only getting after the quarterback and causing pressure, keeping points down. They want to flip the field. We have a young quarterback. Like, other than having security blankets on the offensive side, a good defense that turns the ball over and flips the field and gives you short fields to work with is like the most advantageous thing to have as a young quarterback. So Quan Martin and Emmanuel Forbes were here to take the football away. High IQ football player. Jack said, I don't give a damn about his weight. He'll probably never be 100. He said, he'll probably never be 180 pounds, and that does not bother me at all, because we didn't draft them to tackle. He said straight up, we didn't draft them to tackle. We got other guys there for that. So don't worry about that aspect. The guy's a playmaker. He's always around the football. Quan Martin working exclusively with the starters. Nikki Jabwala said Nick Gates brings all the energy. He's got the long, flowing blonde hair, belly out in the jersey, like you like to see our offensive linemen, getting them hyped, getting them pumped up in the huddle. I'm liking what I'm hearing so far, man. Kazmir Allen has been very involved with the offense the first 2 days. They're using him in a multitude of ways. He's looking like another weapon and clear-cut EB guy. But Brian Robinson, Jalen said Brian Robinson looks good, man. He looks like he's in great shape. He looks like he's geared up to have a monster second year. And I'm going to have videos coming up on the channel about year 2 for Dotson and year 2 for Brian Robinson, you know, because year 2 is such an important year for guys. They either take a sophomore leap or a sophomore slump. Let's hope we get a leap from both of those guys, because if they do, this offense is going to be booming. But the EB effect is the main theme of the first 2 days of Washington OTAs so far. EB is bringing a different level of intensity and hard-assery, but it's with reason and it comes with merit. And he's not just yelling just to yell, cussing just to cuss, and getting on guys just to get on guys. We're 2 days in so far. Who's here is here. Who isn't. The season is that much closer, and tomorrow concludes this session of OTAs. Me and the War Room guys, me, Jalen, Tay Todd, Alex, Zach, we're going to be doing our record prediction special coming up tomorrow, where we're going to go game by game and pick wins and losses in our records. Last year, our records looked like nasty work. You know, all of us picked over 10 wins. We're going to see how that goes this year. We've all said in the chat that we're going to be a lot more humble with our prediction. But, you know, optimism season gets to all of us. So when the schedule's actually in front of us and we start to picking games and the live bullets start happening, who knows where we go. But that's all I got for right now. Hail to the Washington Commanders. If you like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. Come join the community and come get the realest, rawest, most unfiltered, objective, and unbiased Washington Commanders content on the Rio Robinson YouTube channel. Click subscribe and click that bell for notifications so every time I post, you get it immediately. Until next time, hail to the Washington Commanders. Rio, out.